Here we are with Kevin Knocke, VP of Esports for ReKT, and the host of this amazing event, Esports Upfront here in New York. Kevin, it's been awesome listening to you today. How does it feel hosting this event?
I mean, it's been great. I spent most of my career translating what esports is for sports and media types, so this is no different. This has been great, and it's fun to see some serious investors and sponsorship types get involved in the scene now.
Look, I always appreciate listening to you, whether or not your podcast or looking at you on camera when you're commentating. Why Esports Upfront? Why did you decide to host this particular event and be here today?
A variety of reasons. I've actually moved to New York just a few months ago, so I'm now directly invested in seeing the esports really start to blow up here in this town. I think that it's been a really untapped market for a long time, so seeing that not only do we have major investors from the area, but we have top teams, we have production houses, we have the big leagues that are here, and they're all interested in engaging with the New York scene, with the New York investor space. That's personally super exciting to me.
Let's talk a little bit about that big move to New York, what you're doing with ReKT, what's top of mind? How are you leading the charge here in New York?
Man, I mean, things are great. It's, for our company in particular, it's been really a fun ride over the past few months. We've picked up State Farm, Madison Square Garden Networks, a giant educational nonprofit, and Find Your Grind as clients. On top of that, we acquired an esports team. We bought Team Rogue. So, we're in a position now where we're just constantly trying to expand what we do, trying to bring on more clients all the time. And me personally, I'm really invested and passionate about creating content strategies for all of them. So that's what I do.
Okay, so we saw the LCS State Farm integration. You talk about the content piece. Give us little details on what you guys did for that. I think everybody's excited to see that work with Riot. Give us your opinion on that.
Yeah, for sure. So State Farm has been an excellent client. They are really, really passionate about this space. They want to do things the right way, and I think our response kind of reflected that attitude. They don't want to come in and just sell insurance policies to everyone and beat people over the head with products and advertisements and things like that. So a lot of what we've done with them is actually craft programs that are authentic and resonate with the esports community. They feel like they're lifting them up a little bit. We've created a Sis of the Week program, which is consistent with what they do in the NBA and other traditional sports. We've created nostalgic moments in the form of remember this spots that we run during traditional mid-roll spots during the broadcast. And then, as you mentioned before, we have a big analyst desk that provides top-level highlights, analysis, things like that in between all the matches for the LCS. So really our approach is just to make sure that we're building something for the community. We're not just throwing a brand in front of someone's face.
That's amazing. Let's switch gears and get a little personal here. You shared with us details about a sleep talking problem you may have had with some StarCraft. So I know you like Fortnite now. You told me you love Fortnite. I know you love Rocket League. What's just StarCraft here? What's the extent of this sleep talk?
No, it's funny. That's actually a true story. I was not joking about that. I used to cast so much every single day. It was 7-8 hours a day when I was first getting started. I was just sitting in front of a camera and just yammering on about StarCraft every day. No joke. From my mom's basement while I was going to graduate school with my wife yelling at me from the other room, just like, please stop talking about video games for a few minutes. And there were times when, I'd wake up in the morning, have a nice rest, and she'd be already there on one shoulder and waiting. How many Hydralisks died in that attack? Really? You still talk? And so that's just what I do during my sleep now, unfortunately. Yeah.
That's true love, if I've ever heard it. Kevin, thanks so much, man, for being here today.
Hey, thanks so much. I really appreciate it.